Hi, this is Scotty with Outside Gems. Uh, I'm back. This is my second video. My little first one was a little awkward. This is probably gonna be just as awkward, but I am. I don't know if you can see. I live in my van. Um, but I started this company called Digital Mineral Solutions to help my prospecting easier. I wanted to use AI to make it easier to find minerals and crystals. So, but it kind of moved into this whole spectrum of offline AI that doesn't need the cloud, doesn't need service to work. Um, I got a system working for underserved regions of the world. My ideal thing would be to be able to give it to anybody that's in a bad situation, and it will work in their region with their language and dialects. Mainly for survival or basic need. Uh, and I want them to all communicate with each other through Bluetooth mesh communication. So multiple Marvins would be able to um, work together to um, it'd be called village mode or refugee mode, so they could handle bigger problems with more processing power between the nodes that are on the devices that are all low RAM devices too. That's what I'm creating it for. But here is I was leaving it up to. I thought I was going to break it with a question about the types of snakes that are poisonous. But I wanted to make this video here showing Marvin. Oh, I was also going to show you this. I keep forgetting that. I want to show you guys why we're here. That, here we go. I want to turn off my mobile data, go to airplane mode, just to show you guys that Marvin works totally without the cloud. So, in the last video, I was offline too. So, right now, though, I've got this question. I asked it, what kind of snakes are in the Congolese jungle that are poisonous? And I thought it was gonna, give me this. I thought it wasn't gonna work. I have a large language model downloaded on my phone too. It's running it's like a GGUF file, so it's really small. It's the smallest one I could get downloaded on this device. Um, that's one of the reasons I want the Pixel Pro XL, is because it's got 16 gigs of RAM. That's pretty much the only reason. Um, but then I can run bigger models on my phone. But let's see. I'm about to ask it something off topic and see what it does. I want to ask it. Um, to Let's see, what should I do here? Let me ask it something simple. How do I boil water? Uh, mhm. And for you guys that don't know, I was having problems with this large language model. Um, I didn't have enough tokens for my responses, and I guess for you guys that don't know, I just found this out too, that tokens are about 3 to 4 characters of something. So I had ChatGPT write me fucking sorry about my language, but a compression algorithm to take out the spaces and irrelevant letters, and kind of like shorthand. Um, oh, that's a good idea, actually, right now. Okay. Yeah, I could probably get a better compression algorithm out of that. I just thought of that. Sorry. But yeah, here's how to boil water. It's a pretty simple question. Boil water, but after the question about the snakes, but I'm going to go back into the snakes here in a minute to see if it remembered. Um, Boil water by placing a pot with water on a stove and turn the stove on high to heat. Okay, well, that's a good answer, but it's not what I'm looking for. I guess it's what I asked. How do I boil water? Um, how do I boil water the in an emergency situation? Emergency situation in Sudan. No, yeah. But yeah, I created this on my Motorola Power G or G Power phone. Um, I really like to get something better. I'm trying to get a Jetson so I can get this thing fully developed to where I need it as a meta agent because I want different versions. I'm trying to make a wildfire fighter version of Marvin that can just handle um, it can handle like everything on a job. Like I don't know much about firefighting, but I have a lot of friends that do. So I talk to them, and it will handle like it'll listen in all comms and under voice print identification, offer suggestions to people based off of the situation of the sensors that are out in the field, um, like wind, temperature, so air, fuel, and slope. There'll be prediction algorithms being done. But yeah, that's my main goal is making Marvin sustainable online as a worker for me in different tasks. So, how do I boil water in an emergency situation in Sudan? Then, let's see. Boil water in an emergency situation in Sudan, by finding a source of heat such as a stove or campfire. I gotta do this continue thing, which I gotta break it out here. That's one of my problems with it is that's it. That's not a real thing. You need to just tell me the whole thing. But I think I'm gonna go work on that, and I gotta charge my phone. I'll do a couple more questions to it. I want to ask it about those snakes again before we go. I want to ask it the original answer question that came up. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm over here by this is Oakshire, I think it's called. It's on the door. Yep, Oakshire. They're a brewery here in Eugene, Oregon. They got this like open air thing to come eat at. A bunch of food trucks, and there's a winery over here. 255 Madison, I think it's its name. Maybe I'm not sure, but it's a really nice place there too. And the Wandering Goat is right here. Great coffee, all that shit. Sorry about my language. I'm not very articulate. I should be more online articulate, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, I am over here. Okay, here's Marvin's. I said continue, and here's what Marvin said to us. To boil water in an emergency situation in Sudan, you need to find a source of heat, such as a stove, a campfire, or a microwave. Then you need to heat the water until it reaches a rolling boil, which means that it is very hot and bubbles are forming constantly. You can see a thermometer. You can use a thermometer to check the temperature of the water or boil it for at least 1 minute, whichever is longer. Boiling water kills most of the germs and bacteria that can cause diseases such as typhoid, cholera, or dysentery. After boiling the water, you need to let it cool down before drinking it, or use a filter or a purification tablet to make it cleaner. That was an awesome answer, actually. Way better than I thought it was going to be. What were those? This is the last question for this video. This is Outside Gems Digital Mineral Solutions, LLC, based out of Eugene, Oregon. What are those snakes we were talking about? Oh, let's see what it says to this question. This is interesting. I'm trying to get it to remember at least a few questions back. I took like a couple week break though. I'm back at it though. And you're gonna be here with me the whole time. Every time I work on it, I'm gonna run a video. But here, let's see if it says. Got it wrong. They were rattlesnakes. It's guessing. Let's really find out. From the Congo. See what it says here. But I got it wrong with the rattlesnakes. We guessed because I didn't know, which is interesting too. I want it to tell me it doesn't know. If it doesn't know. Oh, now it's playing games. I don't know. All right, well that's it, guys. You have to wait till next video. I'll get this fixed while we're here.